So yes, there's a baby bump in this video. I did have the baby. By the time you watch this video, it's weird to say that right now as I'm 7 months pregnant. Like, I had the baby. I can't wait to have this baby and to meet Minnie. I have no idea what we'll name her, but by the time you watch this video, you'll know what we named her. But yeah, I decided to film 3 months of videos ahead of time. That way I could take a little maternity leave and still have videos going up every Tuesday. And so I'll probably pop in from time to time on some occasional Fridays with me and the real live birthed Minnie. So keep your eyes out for those. But we have some awesome videos coming up over the next 3 months. I will be pregnant in all of them, even though you'll see on my Instagram that I have a baby. So follow me on Instagram for pictures of the baby. Anyway, today I want to talk about the question that I got from one of you girls, which is an amazing question, which was, how do I stop turning every guy I meet into a Mr. Maybe? I relate to that question like on so many levels. I don't think I ever stopped turning every guy I met into a Mr. Maybe. I got a little better at it as time passed, but that was something I did a lot of. I don't know that it's wrong to turn every guy you meet into a Mr. Maybe. I don't think that's wrong at all. I just think it can make relationships with guys a little more awkward. So it's just good to like be aware of this and think about it and all that. So I have 5 tips for you today. Things that just help me not eradicate this from my life, but kind of keep it in balance, and hopefully they can help you too. So tip number 1 is simply just realize that you're doing it. Just kind of recognize, like sometimes we do it so subconsciously that we like don't even realize what's happening, but just kind of recognize like, oh, I'm starting to, as I'm talking to this guy, I'm starting to think about like, could our future work together? Oh, he wants kids too. Oh, he wants to be in ministry too. Oh, this, oh, that, and just kind of notice when you're doing it. And that's the first step. Tip number 2 is just have realistic expectations of yourself. Like, you're not gonna never again wonder, is this guy, like, could he be someone for me? Is this somebody I could see my life with? Like, so if you're like hoping to just kind of stop it completely and cut it out of your life, I think you'll set yourself up for disappointment. And so have realistic expectations. Like, I just wanna be aware of this, I wanna learn from it, and I want to kind of keep it in check so that it doesn't like hurt my relationships with guys. Instead of having your goal be, I never want to look at another guy I meet as a prospective Mr. Maybe. That might not be realistic. Tip number 3 is learn from it. So when you notice, oh, I'm starting to see this guy as a Mr. Maybe, just kind of take a step back and ask yourself like, I wonder why that is. Like, what are the qualities in him that I'm really drawn to right now? What are the things that I see in him that make me wonder if he could be a Mr. Maybe? And that can tell you about the kinds of things you're drawn to in a person. And it can also help you to separate the qualities from the specific guy. So you can realize like, maybe I don't even necessarily like him. I just really like these qualities about him. And that doesn't necessarily mean that he is or is not right for me. It's just that I really like these traits. And that can kind of help you bring a little bit of separation between the Mr. Maybe and the, oh, this is what I'm learning about myself from talking to this guy. Tip number 4 is just keep your daydreams in check. And this can be really hard to do, at least for me, because like I just would go home and I'd be like, oh, the latest guy I met, let me just like daydream and like picture how all our life details could work out together. And well, I don't know that that's wrong. It does make it more awkward the next time you see the person, because now in your head, they're not just a friend or this guy you met, but they're like, oh, in my dreams, I've built a house with you. Like in my daydreams, we have kids together. You know what I mean? And maybe nobody else does that. I don't think I'm the only one though. But I think if you just kind of keep that in check a little bit, just kind of be aware that you're doing it, rein it in, just be aware that if you let your daydreams run wild about this person, it will become more awkward the next time you see them, because in your head, it's way more serious than it is in reality. And then lastly, tip number 5, don't take it too seriously. My counselor likes to say when I'm, working through something and I'm like, I just can't seem to beat this. Like I'm trying to get better at this and I just can't seem to get better. He says to me, Tiff, when you notice that in yourself, just kind of take a step back and laugh and just be like, oh, there it is again. Okay, moving on. And that just takes so much pressure off, because if you get too serious about it, like, I can't believe I'm doing this again, why do I always see everyone as a Mr. Maybe? Then it like gets more and more deeply ingrained in us as a habit and as a way that we process life. But if we can kind of step back and be like, oh, that's so funny, there I go doing it again. It's just a gentler way to approach it with yourself, and it makes it seem smaller and not larger than life, which is important. So those are 5 things that helped me not to eradicate this tendency in myself, but instead to just kind of tone it down a little bit and like be able to actually have friends that are guys and not feel awkward around them all the time and not daydream about all of them all the time. So I'm hoping that that can help you too. And if you girls have things you would add, would you comment them below? Other things that help you stop turning every guy you meet into a Mr. Maybe. So I love you girls, and I will see you next Tuesday. In the meantime, follow me on Instagram for pictures of the real baby Minnie outside of my belly. Bye.